So here I am out on my desktop, and you can see I have a little tiny thing over here. This automatically happens when you download and install Zoom. So I'm going to click on this, and usually this is what happens over here. You can change your profile picture, which is kind of fun, over in the settings. But this is what I usually do when I say, hey, do you want to just start a Zoom session? Is I'll just bring up my little app here, and then I'll click on start without a video. Okay, if you have a Zoom meeting that has been scheduled, no problem. Just click on over here to the meetings, and then, for example, here's a meeting, and I would just click start, and it would immediately start the meeting. I'm not going to do that because I think I actually have a meeting set up. So that's how that works. So again, you can just click this little thing here. I also have an icon on my desktop, and then I promised to show you the extension. So I'm going to bring Chrome over to this screen, and here is my little extension. So this automatically just appears on my browser, and I can go ahead and click this, and is it signing with Google? So anyway, but that would bring me into Zoom. Okay, so I got the sign in. So when I click on here, boom, it says schedule a meeting or start a meeting. So you could start a meeting with the video on or off. So that's kind of handy, right? Just one little click and you're into a meeting. You can see this is a lot easier to use than, well, most things that I've used. All right, so let's talk about how you might schedule a meeting from Outlook. So if you go into Outlook, so here I'm in Outlook, and I'm going to click on my calendar view. Then I'll click on a new appointment, and I can set a new appointment. I'm just going to say Zoom demo. Okay, don't put anything in the location to change the time. And then look at this. There's a little add-on in Outlook, and if you click on schedule a meeting, then it automatically in the background is kind of scheduling this meeting. You can say, I leave all of this as the default, by the way, all of this, and I just click on continue. And then what it does, and you guys have seen this because I've done this, is it puts the link right in the location bar, as well as this will be a hyperlink once this sends. Then you can go over to your scheduling assistant. You can send it to anybody that you want, just like normal. Okay, so that's how that works in Outlook. So that's a pretty nifty little thing. And if you want to know how to do that, then thank you for sharing. I went to zoom.us/downloads, and here you can see that there's a download for the thing that I had at the bottom here, and then here's the plugin for Microsoft Office. So you just download that and run it, and then you are good to go. Okay, another way to access Zoom is if I were to start a meeting without the video, I click here, and it automatically launches me into a meeting. Okay, and this is the screen that shows up. So the neat thing about this is that, do you see this number right over here? That is the Zoom meeting number. So you can literally tell somebody to go to zoom.us and then click on join the meeting. So let me see if I can go to zoom.us. So I go to meeting and I click on join a meeting. And then the next thing it does is it asks me for the meeting number. So you give them this meeting number, 630-206, and it's going to change every time, right? And then you just give them that, and they click on join, and then they're there. Easy peasy. Okay, so that's the other way. So you don't even have to send them a link. You can just say, hey, go to zoom.us, start the meeting yourself, and then boom, there's the meeting number right there. Isn't that fun? That's fun. Okay, so what else can you do? Well, now that I'm here, you can see that I'm connected via my computer audio. All right, I can also click here. I can leave the computer audio, and I can make a phone call. So all I have to do is dial this phone number right here, plug in the meeting number, which by the way is the same meeting number that I just told you to give to your customer, and then you don't have to worry about participant ID. And then it will link you in, so you could be on your phone listening to the meeting. So they could be on their computer using their audio, you could be on your phone, or vice versa, and it still works. Okay, so then you've probably all seen this. There's usually a little green button at the top that says share screen. And when you do that, and this is how I walk people through this, I tell them to share screen. Now, I happen to have two different screens. I have a desktop one and a desktop two. So I can decide which thing I want to share. So if I wanted to share desktop two, then they'd be able to see whatever was on desktop two. You can also do some other fancy things, which I'm really not going to go into because I just wanted to kind of give you the basics. But that's what happens. Now, if you decide to share your screen, then that means they can't share their screen. So in order for them to share their screen, you would have to click on Stop Share. And then it allows them to find that little green button at the top and share their screen. Okay, so that's how that works. There's a little chat thing right down here. And then one time, Tony wanted me to record a Zoom, so I just clicked on this record thing right here. Right? Record in it. If you are on the phone part, it may not record that part. So, but anyway, you can record it without audio, blah, blah, blah. And then go from there. You can also click on Manage Participants and you'll be able to see who is in your meeting. And you can mute everybody. So if everybody's talking on the phone, then you want to mute everybody on the computer. Otherwise, you'll get tons of feedback, which is bad. Okay, so if I decided that I wanted to start the video, meaning that you could actually see me, I don't know, something's wrong with my camera, then you could just start the video here. Okay, I have it set up in my settings on Zoom to automatically start without a video, but you can do whatever you want there. Okay, and then the last part is ending the meeting. So that would be down over here in this corner. And then of course you can invite other people, but frankly I find it easier to tell people to just go to zoom.us and boom, type in the meeting number and you're done. Okay, so to end the meeting, you just click on end meeting. You can either leave it or end it. If you're hosting it, I just go ahead and suggest you end the meeting right there. Okay. Oh, and apparently I was recording it, so then it's going to ask me where I want to save it, but I don't really need to record that. Okay, so up here in your settings, I mentioned there's a couple of different things that you can share. Start Zoom when I start Windows, that allows me that little button down at the bottom. Okay, and you can do all sorts of things over here. Here's where I told it, don't start it. I guess turn off my video when joining meetings. Okay, and so on and so forth. Okay, but you can mess around with that and then change your picture right up here. You can even change it so that you can be shown as either available or away. Okay, I hope that's helpful. You can always ask me questions, of course, because I've been using this for a while and I love it, as you probably know. All right, thank you for watching.